name is Saraya. I have been a student of His Eminence Tsem Rinpoche since the year 2010. Today, I am serving Rinpoche as his blogging secretary. In this video, I will be sharing with you about Dorje Shugden's mandala. In Buddhism, a mandala is used to describe a deity's divine residence. We often wonder, why is it important for us to know a deity's mandala? Well, in any practice within the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, merely reciting a deity's sadhana and prayer is wonderful, but when we do our practice with visualizations, that is where we get the full benefits of our practice. This is why knowing about the deity's mandala, in this case Dorje Shugden's, is extremely important as it helps us during visualizations in our daily prayers. Dorje Shugden's mandala is the emanation of his enlightened mind. Every aspect of his mandala is the embodiment of his enlightened quality. This is why, even by just looking at his mandala, it plants seeds of blessing in our mind stream. Blessings in the form of merits and purifying our negative karma, as well as many other spiritual benefits. So when we understand Dorje Shugden's mandala and what his mandala represents, it will be easier for us to do his visualizations and derive the maximum benefit out of his practice. If you see this tanka that I have selected here as a reference, in the tanka you can see a 3-story celestial mansion. It is within this mansion at the first level where Dorje Shugden in his principal form, along with his other emanations, Shize, Genze, Wangze, and Trakze, reside. Collectively, they are known as the 5 families of Dorje Shugden, and each of them have different functions and forms to 8 different practitioners. Even though Dorje Shugden appears in 5 different forms, in essence they are all the same, so there is no need to pray to more than one form of Dorje Shugden. Take for example, if you pray to Shize for health, there is no need for you to pray to another form of Dorje Shugden, because Shize is Dorje Shugden. So the blessings you get from praying to Shize is the same as when you pray to Dorje Shugden. And on top of that, you get the benefits of healing, because Shize is the healing emanation of Dorje Shugden. So how do we tell the differences between the 5 families of Dorje Shugden? Now, it is very important for us to recognize the different emanations of Dorje Shugden, not only for knowledge purpose, but it also helps us in our visualizations. The easiest way for us to tell the difference between the forms is by looking at their color, the implements they hold, and also their mounts. Let us start with the principal form of Dorje Shugden. In his main form, Dorje Shugden helps us to remove our inner and outer obstacles. He also helps us to connect with the correct spiritual path suitable for us. He rides on a snow lion, which symbolizes his fearlessness, and he appears to us as a monk in robes and wears a golden dome hat on his head. On his right hand, he holds a wisdom sword, and just like Manjushri, he is able to cut away our delusion, and through this he bestows us with wisdom. On his left hand, he holds the heart of the enemy, which signifies ignorance, and cradles a taming hook in the crook of his left arm. And him holding the heart tells us that Dorje Shugden is able to take away our ignorance. Next is Shize, also known as Vairochana Shugden. He is the pacifying emanation of Dorje Shugden and very powerful to heal serious illnesses. He appears to us in white color and rides on a white elephant. On his right hand, he holds a divination arrow with a mirror attached to it, and on his left, he holds a noose. Genze, also known as Ratna Shugden, on the other hand, is yellow in color. He is the increasing emanation of Dorje Shugden, which means praying to Genze increases our wealth, resources, and even increase our lifespan, merits, and virtuous realizations. He can be seen riding a golden palomino horse. On his right hand, he holds up to the sky a golden long-life vase. Within it is a branch from the wish-granting tree, signifying his ability to extend our life. And on his left hand, he holds a bowl filled with jewels. The next emanation is Wangze, also known as Pema Shugden. He is the controlling form of Dorje Shugden, and his practice is used to help pacify our untamed minds so that we may gain peace. His practice is also excellent to help us tame very difficult people and situations, and allow us to influence negative minds to be more positive. He is seen riding on a turquoise dragon, and he appears to us in blood red color. On his right hand, he holds a taming vajra hook tied with red silks, and on his left hand, he holds a jeweled noose, signifying his ability to tame our wild minds. The last and most wrathful emanation of Dorje Shugden is Trukse, also known as Karma Shugden. His practice is targeted to help us overcome powerful delusions and negative or harmful energies. He appears to us in dark red color and has a very wrathful appearance. He rides on a powerful Garuda. On his right hand, he holds a big sword, and on his left, he clutches a bleeding heart. Now that we know how the 5 families of Dorje Shugden look like, as well as their unique functions, let us have a look at his entourage, which was manifested by Dorje Shugden to 8 practitioners. They consist of the 8 guiding monks, the 9 mothers, and the 10 youthful and wrathful deities. The 8 guiding monks are fully ordained monks dressed in saffron-colored robes. Each of them wear different monastic hats, such as the yellow hat, the pandit's hat, and the split meditation hat. They also carry various items of monastic practice, such as the begging bowl and the monk's staff. The purpose of the 8 guiding monks are to help us practitioners to hold our commitments, vows, and word of honor, especially in regards to the Vinaya. The 9 mothers appear to us as beautiful maidens. They are dressed in the finest silks. They wear the 8 jewelry pieces and carry the 5 desirable objects. The 9 mothers have great power to control the 4 elements. These are all attributes that show their ability to assist tantric practitioners with their higher meditations. The last sequence of attendants are the 10 youthful and wrathful deities. They appear to us as regular beings with various facial expressions. Some look cheerful, while the others wrathful. They also wear various costumes from different origins, such as the Chinese, Mongolian, and Tibetan costumes. Their main function is to help us remove our inner and outer obstacles, particularly the ones that put us in the position to break our samaya with our spiritual teacher. I have just completed explaining to you about the appearance of Dorje Shugden's 5 families and his attendants, which collectively make up to the number of 32 deities. According to His Holiness Kyabje Pabongka Rinpoche, Dorje Shugden's principal and entourage are actually the 32 deities of Guhyasamaja's body mandala. And although they appear in a worldly form, the emanations and entourage are all purely manifestation of Dorje Shugden's enlightened mind. On the level above Dorje Shugden, within the mansion, is Dhammapala Satrap. Satrap has a very close connection with Dorje Shugden. During Dorje Shugden's lifetime as Tulku Drapa Gyaltsen, he relied on Satrap strongly as his main Dharma protector throughout his life. And even when Tulku Drapa Gyaltsen arose as Dorje Shugden, Satrap was instrumental in ensuring his success. Finally, on the topmost level of the mansion is Buddha Amitabha, the original nature of Dhammapala Satrap. I have just finished explaining to you about Dorje Shugden's mandala, and now I would like to share a little bit about his 2 ministers, whom are not part of his mandala, but often depicted within his tanka drawings. These 2 ministers are known as Kache Mapo and Namkha Bazin, and they can be seen guarding the door into Dorje Shugden's mandala. Kache Mapo is Dorje Shugden's main attendant. Although he appears in this worldly form, he is actually the emanation of Hayagriva, also known as the wrathful form of Chenrezig. Kache Mapo is actually a recognized Dharma protector on his own, and he even has a set of prayers and rituals specifically for him. But within Dorje Shugden's practice, he has vowed willingly to serve as Dorje Shugden's minister and ever ready to destroy our obstacles and causes of sufferings. Namkha Bazin is the newest member of Dorje Shugden's entourage. He is an unenlightened Dharma protector of Dungka Monastery and is an oath-bound minister of Dorje Shugden. It was said that in the 1920s, Namkha Bazin was a Mongolian geisha who was returning from his pilgrimage in India. On his way back to Lhasa, he stopped by Dungka Monastery, and during his stay there, he developed a very high fever. Although the monks of Dungka Monastery encouraged him to stay until he got better, the geisha was determined to continue his journey, so he left the monastery. As he traveled back to Lhasa, his health deteriorated, and finally, knowing that it is the end, he lay down and engaged in death meditations near Pari. During this time, a few Bonpos came across his body, and out of their kindness and good intentions, they conducted a funerary rites for the geisha, but unfortunately, it caused an adverse reaction towards the geisha's subtle meditations, and that caused him to become a fearsome spirit. And when some local herders made fun of his dead corpse, strange things started to happen to them. The local herders and livestock contracted terrible diseases and died. The Bonpos too died under some strange circumstances. When His Holiness Domo Geshe Rinpoche heard of this incident, he quickly tamed the geisha's raging spirit and placed him under the care of Dorje Shugden. He was also installed as the protector of Dromo and Dungka Monastery. Ever since then, he was known as Namkha Bazin. I hope that my brief explanation of Dorje Shugden's mandala has given you a better understanding and helped aid you in your practice. I would like to thank my guru, His Eminence Tsem Rinpoche, for giving me this knowledge so that I may share this with you. I wish you the best, and may you be connected to Dorje Shugden in all lifetimes until enlightened. Thank you.